Hi, welcome to Foreigner in the Philippines. We're going to have a little walk around. There's your warrior dog. Let me see your eye. You are a lucky boy. You didn't lose your eye with that fight, but you've still been fighting, haven't you? Oh, you bad dog. You bad dog. Come on. You can walk with me. So for the moment, we're finished working on the deck, and we're finished working here. Obviously, these are the rough earthware steps. So there's a lot of collapsing of material, but in the main, we're just waiting now until we can go to the next step on this and build retaining wall all around, and then get some of that earth leveled out. That's the plan there. There's Little Red, and Little Red is suffering at the moment. I was going to do a video on that, pull the red out and show you just how rough the old red is. So what we're going to do now is going to take you down and show you what a harvest of coconut looks like. So some of this has already been bagged. It's already been dried. So what you have over here, look, is we've used some of this spare space because there's been over 1,000 coconuts have been harvested, and that's over there. That's the coconut is laid out on the ground and it's dried, and when it's dried it gets bagged, which you can see the bagging going on there. And as with these things, which are family affairs, there's a basic share out. Now this was 3 ways less the labour, so 3 ways less the labour, and you can see that there's help. Bewley came along to help, and she brought 2 helpers with her. There's Julio and his wife, and they've laid out a lot of stuff on this flat area. You can see they took it down with the bolo so that it would be flat, and they've used it. So Rado, Nanai, the basic share out was Rado. There he is over there stretching his back. Hey Rado. And Nanai.
Hi.
Nanai, Bewley, everybody. So Beth gave her share of the harvest to Nanai, and Nanai will pay everybody that helped. So everybody gets a share. That's the way of things here in the Philippines, and this is what it looks like. So we're looking at what dried coconut looks like. It feels almost plastic. Yeah, nothing like what you guys out in the West are used to. But this will be packed. It'll be packed into the bags. You can see, boy, that's really tough. And then we'll take it and some of it may go in Rado's trike, and some of it may go in the back of Little Red. But there's a lot more to be bagged up. That's got to dry out a little more, I think. Let's go down, take a look at it. So there we are. That looks a little bit more like coconut, doesn't it? I would say that has more drying out to do. But certainly with my left hand, which is not my strong hand, I can't break even that now. So this is on the flat land. This is what 1,000 coconuts looks like when they're laid out. You can see this open space donated by James and Jessica. There we go. So that's the scene. There's Bewley walking back up. I don't know why it is that the very steep slope, it just doesn't come across on the video. But you can see, just looking down here now, you can look, I'm standing up straight. I'm standing up straight right now. Look at how my foot is bent. It's almost as far as I can bend forward without lifting the heel. Okay, so this is all the result of digging out the earth for the parking space for the blue bus. And we used some of it to fill in here, which has been a good thing, and a little on the centre. But eventually, of course, all this centre part will be filled in with concrete. It just makes so much more sense. Here's the extra earth. All of this will be levelled out eventually, and it will look right. Now tomorrow we'll be using the blue bus, and happy to do so. The blue bus drives really nicely. They sorted out that fuel problem the way that it turned out. Instead of being a problem with, well, especially being a problem specifically to do with the pump, it actually turned out to be something to do more with the fuel tank. Apparently there is a sock styled filter, and that was pretty gummed up. So the blue has just been sitting here. It's quite weatherproof. It's quite weatherproof as long as nobody interferes with it. But I guess if it's really stretched, it's not so easy. There we go. So this is nice clear plastic at the moment. Wouldn't like to say how long that will last. We have to take some more photos for our friend Kerry, who's going to do a modification to the prop shaft, the running gear, so that it doesn't do that rumbling noise. The rumbling noise comes from the angle of the prop shaft. This has been extended about a meter, so the chassis has a meter stuck in the middle. It's been done very well. Kerry was quite impressed, and he's a custom car builder. But the actual angle of the prop, because it's now in two parts, that's providing some rumbling which is unpleasant, and which will probably lead eventually to some failure. Okay, well, I got off the subject, as I usually do, of Copra, but there you can see the stacks. The sacks are piling up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think I can count. There's some more down there, I believe. So 7 sacks there, 7, 8 sacks, 9 sacks, 10 sacks, 11 sacks. So far it looks like they've probably packed up, let me see, half of the harvest of 1,000 coconuts, and what we're looking at so far is 7 or 8 sacks. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to come back to you on that, on how much it is per kilo. Obviously it's weighed on a kilo basis, everything is here. And that will provide some little extra income for Nanai. Beth, as I said, has given her share of the coconut, and she's given that to Nanai. But everybody makes a little bit out of this. I think I can see down there with, let me see, with Nanai. I think that's one of the helpers that Bewley brought. Is it? No, it's not. Of course not. It's actually Julio's wife. So that's all winding down. As soon as that, probably another day, and that all of that coconut will be ready to go, if it's not actually ready to go now. As for us, we'll be back to Sunday driving tomorrow, and I'll be driving down, and we'll be able to drive along the new sections of concrete for the first time with the Blue. That will be great fun. So this is all from the coconut run, from a filler in the Philippines, I was about to say there. A foreigner in the Philippines. And there's our little white knitted dog. Yes, oh yes. Okay. All right, bye for now.